good evening, and welcome to Tea Time.
To Tea Time. I'm so glad you're joining me tonight. It is January 17th, 2022. I'm going to talk about my weekend real quick and then get to my guest. Friday, just home chilling, relaxing. And a Saturday, I ended up going to Coasters Saturday night because they had karaoke. My friend Dennis does karaoke there. Coasters is in East Meadow on New Bridge Road. And we're celebrating Roseanne Sarantino's birthday. If you remember, I had her on the show. She played Annie in the international tour. And she played Pepper in the movie Annie with Carol Burnett. So we were celebrating her birthday and Danielle, one of the bartenders. And then Sunday was laundry and football and just relaxing at home. I'm going to get to my guest. Today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, obviously. It's National Day of Service. And he would have been 93 today. I can't believe it. And Betty White would have been 100 today. And everyone's celebrating Betty White's birthday. If you go to Google, there's a special thing there. It says, "Thank you for being our friend, 1922 to 2001. And everyone has this Betty White challenge. You know, she was an advocate for pets. So a lot of people are adopting pets and naming them Betty, which is kind of cool. And then people were dressing their pets up on Instagram as Betty White, like putting gray hair on them in an outfit. And it was cool. It was cute. All right, so let me get to my guest because he's been breaking my, you know what, for a long time to be on my show. And he was actually on my show a while ago when I was at another station really quick, like a drive-by.
Our former network?
Yeah, former network. But I have to the left of me, he's a podcast host. He's actually a producer. He does produce comedy shows.
A little bit.
Okay, and he is an entrepreneur. He is a businessman. He has his own business. Anthony Grazaday is with me.
How are you?
Better known as Graz.
Nice to see you. I don't know what to do. I was just, you have me on an interview. I can't curse. I can't say anything.
No, he can't curse.
I'm fighting with your boss, Bobby. I'm like, share my show.
He can't curse because Tea Time can be seen on Saturdays at 11 a.m. on Channel 20 for people who get Optimum. So we don't want, we want
My wife said she'll give me $100 if she sees me on TV if I don't curse.
Awesome.
So I'm going to try my best.
Okay,
but
great.
You see, I know you actually tell people that you did laundry on Sunday.
I do laundry.
This is my weekend.
I do. Well, no, on Sunday.
I made bajamol, and
I was actually supposed to go out on Sunday, but I did a cleansing, and I just had to be home. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to get into details. All right, so let's talk about you. You're originally from Franklin Square,
yes,
correct? Originally from Franklin Square. You went to Valley Stream High School.
Yes,
You actually graduated the same year as my sister.
I graduated in '84.
I was going to say, you want to give away your age? Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm turning 56 in about 3 weeks. But I'm going to shift. I want to do something different since I am like the 155th guest on your show. Everybody does the same thing. They're all like, I'm going to sit like this.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to stay like this all night. My boobs are going to watch, and this is how I'm doing the show.
All right.
Bobby, you all right with that? Bob?
He's not going to answer you.
He's not going to answer
you. All right, so listen, you want to sit like that, sit like that.
Like
okay,
this.
That's the way you want to sit.
Yes.
Fine. So you go to Valley Stream High School.
Yes.
You're rebel with that, of course.
Yes. Diva, you called me.
And then you went to Adelphi University.
I did.
And you studied business management.
I did.
So let me ask you a question, because you are a businessman, you own your own company. We're going to talk about that. Did you always know what you wanted to do when you grew up and that you wanted to be your own boss?
No. My father asked me to answer an ad in the New York Times. He had a friend in car service, and it was the only ad I ever answered in the New York Times. They hired it was a car service, and they hired 4 salesmen at the same time with the hopes of keeping none. But I was dating at the time, and I happened to be dating a woman that was about 13, 15 years older than me.
Yeah, you
And
like
she
those
was,
older
Yeah,
women.
we do.
But you married a younger woman.
I did. I married a younger woman.
You did.
So we were dating, and she found out that I had gotten an interview, and we were.
Keep it clean. This is a clean show. Rated G, baby. You have to.
Anyway, we were together,
Pick a
and she walked out of the room and came in with a book. And
Okay.
handed me the book,
Yes.
and it was called the ALA book. It was the Associated Lawyers Directory, and it had in there every single law firm in the United States and the person's name and their phone number. It was a director's book, and you weren't allowed to get it. But she was like, "Here, take it."
Wow.
So I proceeded to fax. She said to me, "Fax every single one of the people that's in there.
Right.
Wait a month and
Okay.
start calling."
Okay.
And I waited a month, and I started calling, and on the same day, I landed 2 law firms, and that was 28 years ago, and the 2 law firms are still with me to today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about your business, okay? First
ahead.
of all, okay. You basically
I know you went to my
started.
website, right?
Listen to me. You don't ask me how I get my information, okay? You basically started
Yeah.
by you. You are the president and CEO,
Yes.
okay, of Gotham
Gold.
Graz.
No, Gotham Gold Bus. I have 4.
Okay, you have 4.
Yeah.
It's kind of confusing, but
Top Notch Limousine Inc.,
Okay.
which is the first one.
yeah.
Gotham Gold Bus Corp., which is
Right.
the second one.
Okay.
DEC Limousine and Bus Corp., which is named after my kids,
Right.
except for one.
Okay.
And then M&G Transportation Inc., which is named after my last
Okay,
one.
so you started this in your sister's basement with no cars and
No
an
cars.
old fax machine.
Oh, you read the whole
Okay.
thing.
Now,
and wait,
but you-
and an infestation of crickets.
What year was this?
Oh my God, I was going through 1999.
Okay, all right.
1999.
Okay,
And
all right.
my sister in Farmingdale, they had an infestation of crickets.
Well,
So-
they're those cave crickets.
Yeah, correct. So I was living in my sister's basement.
Yeah.
I was going through a divorce, and I had no money, and I said, either I'm going to be a bartender for the rest of my life, getting up at 7 o'clock, going home at 7:30 in the morning with crusties in my nose,
Right.
or I'm going to make myself into something.
And not for nothing, this is a very successful business because of very hard work and loyal customers. And what's really cool is that, he does corporate rides, obviously, but he does wine tours, he does beer tours, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, but not no more.
Well,
COVID-
well, that's what I was going to ask you.
yeah.
How did COVID
COVID
affect?
crushed my bus and van business.
Okay, party.
Yeah, because
party.
people don't want to be in
an enclosed-
enclosed. Yeah, maybe I should stay.
Well, not for nothing. I'm killing my neck looking
Yeah.
at you. So
All right,
turn
I'm
a
sorry.
little bit where
All
I
right.
can see you. Thank you.
Yeah, business got killed because people don't want to be in an enclosed atmosphere with COVID.
Right,
So
right.
I have a 20-passenger bus.
Yes.
I would only have to make it 10 because by New York law they were telling you to half it.
Right.
And
It is what
it is what it
It
is. I
what
lost.
it is.
I was doing 100 wine tours a year with the Library Cafe out of Farmingdale.
Wow.
I did no advertising at all.
Right. All word
At the
of mouth.
beginning, I just said to Mike, who still runs the library, I said, Mike, could we do this? How do you
Right,
want to do it?
right.
This, and this. We created this tour, and we were up to, I would say at most, I think I did 110
Wow.
cash.
Wow.
I hope they don't come after me.
Very
I think.
nice. But
Yeah.
I that's something that I wanted to do. I didn't know you did that. But I was like, I've never done like a wine tour.
Yeah.
Like I've driven out there by myself, which kind of, like you want someone else to drive you, especially if you're tasting all the
Yeah,
wine.
we put it together really good. What it was is you would go to the Library Cafe and meet there,
Yeah.
and then you would go to 3 different wineries. So I was
Nice.
dealing with Pellegrini,
Okay.
and then Lenz and Pugliese and Baiting Hollow. They would go there. They would get wine. They would get a free wine.
Right.
And then they would come back, and we would go back
somewhere
to the
for lunch, right?
No, they'd go back to the Library Cafe, and they would have
For
dinner.
lunch.
They
Oh,
would
for
have
dinner.
Yeah.
Oh. I love
They would
that
have dinner.
concept.
Well, it got out of hand after a while because people would be coming back blitzed out of their brains. And at one point, we did so many successful ones, but at one time, some lady stuck her head right into a beer pitcher and went, I was like, all right, maybe we should cut it back a little bit. But at its height, it did very, very well.
That's nice. It is nice.
Thank
you. I also, let's give some shout outs. Greg DiFilippo's watching.
That's my man.
And Mickey Delaney's watching.
Hi, Mickey
Hello,
Delaney.
Michael Norton from Florida is watching. Thank you, everyone. Please like the show. Please share it. Anthony, you have, again, built up a very successful business.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's been hard, especially through COVID.
And and you were posting pictures during COVID of you driving and Manhattan being desolate.
March 20th, 2020.
Yes.
I was sitting outside of the law firm. It was 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
It was a Sunday, which you usually would see people walking and everything else.
Right.
And I got out of the car because I felt weird, and I got out of the car and I looked around. There was not a soul, straight, left, right, not a vendor, not one person walking, and no traffic coming by until I think I still have the video.
I remember that picture. I remember.
I have the
watching
Facebook. I have a Facebook video. I think it was a minute in that a garbage
Passed
truck
by.
came by.
Right.
It was eerie.
Was it eerie?
Yeah. I had a couple of breakdowns because at the beginning, I wasn't dealing with people. I was dealing with packages. The law firm kept me alive.
Well, thank God.
Thank
for
God,
that.
and they kept me busy.
Yeah.
But at one point, you're sitting in your car, and I had two cars, and I had a 2016 which didn't have Sirius XM, so you would hear what was going on terrestrial radio.
Right.
And then you're sitting, how many people died, how many people were in the back of the morgue in Brooklyn where the container went dead, and thousands are dying.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in a car with nobody around us, and I'm talking to packages.
It's freaky. It's
It
freaky.
was
very freaky.
So I had to now take my 18, which has Sirius XM,
Right.
and I turned it on channel 2 or channel 17, and that's all you hear is music when I was doing it for the whole year.
Right.
It was weird. It was
Very,
weird. I
very
can't look
weird.
at you,
All right, so look at the
I
camera.
know.
Look at the camera.
You know I'm a nervous wreck.
Hello, Vinny. Vinny's watching from Dallas.
Hello,
thanks,
Vinny.
Thanks, Vin. I
Who, Vinny
appreciate
Barone?
it.
Is that
Yeah.
That's my cousin Vinny.
Appreciate it.
That's my
Hello,
cousin
cuz.
Vinny. Sorry to hear about your Cowboys yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Way to go, Dak.
But Buffalo, my team Buffalo,
Yeah.
crushed it.
Wow.
I was very, very happy about that.
Vinny is my cousin. We very close to each other, and he's
that's
successful, very successful. He's been in Dallas and Florida in waste management.
Nice.
So I was actually, if things had gotten bad 2 years ago, I was going to call him and say, "Can I drive
Got a
that
job?
truck?" Got a job, but it ended up working
Got
out.
a job. And now you're living in Farmingdale, right?
Yeah, I was living with my sister in Farmingdale, and when 9/11 hit, I happened to be dealing with the car service, and they asked for buses because one of the firms down at 250 VC Street was displaced.
Right, right.
So I was doing 50 buses a day.
Wow.
I made more money in that year during a tragedy that I'd ever made in my life.
Wow.
So I was able to pay off some debts, and then I was able to buy the house.
Yeah.
I bought a house, and I'm spitting. I apologize. It's great.
It's all right. You're not spitting on
It's
me.
top quality TV here.
So you bought a house.
So I bought a house, and we
Nice.
stayed in Farmingdale. I stayed a block away from my sister's.
Uh-huh. That's
And,
nice. It's nice to be near family.
Yeah,
It
she
is.
left,
It
and
really
I'm
is.
still there, and I'm not going anywhere.
Where'd she go?
She's in Virginia. She
Really?
bought my mother's house, my
all
mother and
right.
father's house.
Okay, all right. Well, listen, I'm with Anthony Graz today, better known as Graz, and he is a podcast host, he's a producer, and he's an entrepreneur. The man owns, which one do you want to play? Is it Gotham Gold?
Gotham Gold,
Gotham Gold,
Graz.com.
You
yeah.
can go to his website, check everything out. We're going to go to break. We come back, we're going to talk about his podcast. We're going to talk about his upcoming comedy show. So stay right where you are. We'll be right back. $13.31 Mediterranean Grill is located at 1906 Newbridge Road in Belmore, specializing in traditional Greek cuisine. Oppa! You can dine in, take out, and they deliver. They also cater for all occasions, and they have outdoor seating. Give them a call at 516-804-6197. Check them out on Facebook and go to their website, 1331 Mediterranean Grill.
Well, hi there, Teresa. It's John York from General Hospital. I am just checking in because apparently you have a great talk show called Tea Time on Strong Island TV. I want you to have continued great success and have a lot of fun. It sounds like you're having a lot of fun, and that's pretty much the key to everything, isn't it? So continued success. I'm proud of you. Have a great day, Teresa. Bye.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I'm so glad you're joining me. Thank you, John York from General Hospital, for those beautiful, kind words. I'm here with my friend. That's right, he's my friend. Anthony Graz, better known as Graz. He's a podcast host, he's a producer, he's an entrepreneur. He owns his own business called Gotham Gold, and you can check out his website.
Gotham Gold Graz.
I'm
Gotham
sorry.
Gold is a porn
Gotham
site.
Gold
Gold is
Graz.
a porn site.
Okay.
You've heard that story,
No,
right?
I didn't. You want to tell it real quick? Maybe.
Well, Greg D. Flippo's probably going to have to
Just
go for
don't go to Gotham Gold. It's Gotham Gold.
GothamGoldGraz.com.
Graz.
So I was telling my
That's it.
co-host, Bobby Inzarello, shout out to Bobby Inzarello.
Yeah, shout out to Bobby.
Because without Bobby, there is no limo talk, and I mean that
Yeah,
sincerely. Because
Bobby's very funny.
He keeps me in tune, and I know you had him as a guest. I know he was like guest 20.
I did. No, keep going.
Let's keep going. All right.
Keep going.
Guest-
Hopefully we're still seeing
We
us.
were guest number 20. You know, he was like guest number 20. I'm guest 155.
Hey, listen, let's talk about Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony was a radio show hosted by Greg Opie Hughes
And Anthony Cumia.
It aired March 1995 to July 2014. And also, comedian Jim Norton also came in
now he's
to the
with-
mic
yeah.
in 2001.
Yeah.
So tell me about your experience.
He took my spot, actually, because I was there all the time.
Well, that's what I want to know. Tell me about your experience with Opie and Anthony.
The saleswoman had called from WNEW and said they needed to get the guys somewhere. I said, ironically, I just started listening to them 2 weeks ago when they first started at WNEW.
Okay.
They came from Boston. They went to WNEW. The sales girl called me 2 weeks into their stint there. I said, sure, I'll help them out. We got to know each other.
Right.
I started to go in there. They allowed me to go in there.
Well, how did they find you?
I just did their limousines, and we started talking
Oh,
one
okay,
day.
so that's how they knew you.
She brought me in. She brought me in. She says, you come in one day. I go, what do you mean? She goes, you sound like you know what you're doing. I said, I'm all right. She goes, you sound fun. She goes, come meet me. I'll bring you upstairs to meet them.
Oh, cool.
I met them.
And they fell in love with you.
Nah, not really. They were very standoffish, but
Really?
I helped them out a lot, and
Okay.
I got to know Anthony pretty well.
Yeah.
He was, they're in two separate worlds now. Opie's sitting in the beach, and
Right.
Anthony Cumia is running. I don't know. This is Cumia Productions.
Yeah, because I had Joe
Joe
Curry
Curry
on,
had it, right?
and we were talking about it. Yeah.
I don't know what I forget what the name.
So how long were you there?
I was there
before John
I was there
Norton came in.
98 till 2002, 4 years.
Wow.
So I was in there a lot. It's funny because Anthony said one day at the beginning, he's like, "Who the hell is this guy?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "My phone lines are blowing up." Because,
Really?
Yeah, because everybody knew me from the city and
Right,
from Franklin
right.
Square and from Adelphi and everything else. I'm
Right.
like, "Oh my God, this is Graz," and it was. I looked at him with a smile. And I said, "You can expect this all the time," and we did very well. I had a falling out with the sister. I said something to the sister. I had a falling out with them, and then
Okay.
then that was it.
All right.
And then I started my own, and we went to.
That's it. You were at WGBB,
Yes.
which is 12:40 a.m., and you were on Monday nights at 9 o'clock.
Yes, we competed against Monday Night Football. At the beginning,
Oh,
at the
no.
beginning when we started, it was a snowstorm. We had one listener. He was a taxi driver. And I said to him, I go, can I ask you how you listen to the show? He goes, oh, I listen to the Chinese, and then eventually it becomes American. I go, wait a minute. I go, it's not going to be American until after me for another six days. He goes, oh, I listen to the Chinese. I like it. I go, what?
Wow. And that was with B. Mel.
Brian Melman. Inns, Bobby
Hef,
Zarello, Brian Heffernan, yeah.
Prince G.
Prince G steroids.
Big Jim.
And
Trev.
And Trev. Trev G. Trevor Vassell, who was our producer. The preacher man, we used to call him. How'd you know all that? Oh, you spoke to Bobby on that one.
No, I didn't.
Well, is that
No,
from?
I
You went
didn't.
way back, man.
I do a lot of research on
Oh my
all
God, you went
guests.
way back.
Okay, so, and how long were you at WGBB?
We were at WGBB for about 2 to 3 years, I think. And
In,
then
in the same spot?
In the same spot. And then we went to the Shark.
Okay.
And that lasted a very short time.
Why? I'm afraid to ask.
Yeah, we were
You were too much for them to
correct.
handle.
They couldn't handle. They were the way we went. Our topics and the directions that we went in didn't.
Right.
So it only lasted.
What's the disclaimer? What's the disclaimer?
I don't know. Please.
No.
Children discretion is advised.
Well, just have a.
Parental advisory.
No, you
is-
always have this disclaimer.
What?
The thoughts of Bobby and Zorro, not the thoughts
well,
of-
I used to say it all the time with the guy Hector. Remember Hector Louise?
Yeah.
The thoughts and words of Hector Louise are not the words of Strong Island Television.
Right.
Or Anthony
Graz,
Grazzi,
right.
or Gotham Gold Graz, or Limo Talk.
Yeah, we cannot.
Said it all the time.
Sometimes we cannot be responsible for what other people say.
Oh, man.
And then we get in trouble, right?
Oh man. Oh. I've lost a
So
lot.
let's talk about briefly how you and I met.
We met at we were at the former network Govs.
Yes.
And I had walked into Govs in 2016. John Mulrooney and Michael O'Toole and Kevin Downey Jr. had opened up a podcast studio out of Governor's in Levittown.
Yes.
It was dead. It was sitting there doing nothing for about a year. And I walked in and walked into Larry Zamali, King Larry, I call him.
Yeah.
And I said, King, I said, I can redo this thing similar to what Bobby has done here with Strong Island.
Yeah.
And I said, I think we'll be the franchise.
Well, Jackie the Joke Man was there for a while too.
Jackie,
wasn't he?
he had a lot of good guests. They had Dice on. They actually, the best guest that they had was Artie Lang with me, and then Dice. I had Jimmy.
Artie Lang. He said Artie Lang, Bobby. We have that picture because we were doing limo talk and Artie Lang was there, right?
Smoking a cigarette outside with Joey Cola, who
and
tried to
there it
blank,
is.
who tried to
There it is.
blank block me.
There's blank block.
Blank block me. He
There's-
tried to blank block
There's
me.
me and you
Yeah.
and Artie.
You know
That
what?
was a great night.
That guy for 10 minutes, and James was sitting in the back
Yes,
saying,
he
what is he
Yeah.
gonna say? What was I gonna say? I was gonna ruin it?
He was the sweetest,
Yeah.
sweetest guy.
Yeah,
he has his own podcast now.
Yes.
And he's doing very well, thank God, because we all know that, he had troubles and issues. But what a sweetheart to come in and sit down and talk to us.
Well, it was funny because they were outside smoking a cigarette, and my wife was smoking a cigarette, and Artie was sitting right there. And as my wife is smoking a cigarette, I turn to my right and I go, Artie, I'm the gentleman that's got the podcast going in right now.
Come on.
And then Joey Cole goes, like this. I go, I got this. I was tired of everybody telling me what I couldn't do.
Right,
So I'm like,
right.
Artie,
Yeah.
you want to come in for 10 minutes?
Yeah, and
he looks at me, he goes, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It was
come in.
great. It
And
was
we
great.
had, it was the best radio.
Wasn't it great?
Oh, it was great.
It was great.
Artie and Bobby were talking
It was
about
a
Phil
beautiful
Rizzuto
thing.
and Gabagol and it was, and you were having a good time.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Let me just say that, you've been doing your show Limo Talk for how long
Going
now?
into we kid Kent Pichelle. I used to tell him 10 years. We're going into our 12th year.
12 years.
Yeah, 12 years, and at GBB we didn't think we had to market it because it was on radio, and then Shark we couldn't market it because they hated us.
Okay.
And then at Govs we were marketing ourselves. We were
Yeah.
building it from nothing.
That's what yeah.
Well, we built it from nothing.
Right.
To it had at one point 15, 18 working shows going on.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So the hierarchy that's there now
Right.
has gotten rid of 30 shows.
A lot of shows.
There are a lot of shows
A lot of
that
shows.
are gone.
Right.
So,
Yeah. We're all here now.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. George is here. You're here.
Dan's here.
Dan's here.
I'm here. George is here.
So if I come here, no disrespect to Bobby, but we're kind of the biggest.
Well,
So,
you'll have to prove that.
I don't have to prove it anymore. I've done enough of that.
You're like the Pied Piper. Everyone follows Graz where he goes.
Yeah, but I'm following you guys
But
now.
you know what was so exciting for me was that it really is, Limo Talk is really, the concept is a bunch of guys getting together, sitting in the back of a limo while
Yeah.
listening to low music and talking what? Sports, entertainment.
Crap.
Yeah.
Strippers.
All kinds of stuff.
You know,
and I
that's
have to say, I was very humbled and appreciative of Graz welcoming me into this all-male, because I love being surrounded by testosterone.
Oh, God.
And I was like really the only vagina there, steady.
You said it.
I can say vagina.
You can?
It's rated G. But
Oh, all
I was
right.
the only one there for like steady for like 2
You are.
years.
You are. Yeah, you are. You know.
And I miss you guys. I really do, because I have so much fun. He calls me up at the last minute. He's like, do me a favor. I want you to call in. I want you to do sports and weather. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to do it as me, right? So I put on the blonde wig, and I've got the girls showing a little bit. And I came on as this ditzy blonde character that I
did a good job.
And really, I mean, I wrote something within minutes, and it was hysterical. I think it was great.
That was pretty good. You know.
And then
Why are you so cold?
It's just my hands.
Your hands are
It's
so
like-
cold.
it's my hands. My
Supposed to be
body-
warm hands.
my body's hot.
Warm hands, warm heart.
My
Supposed
hands-
to be.
my hands
You know, I go back to this. Show my boobs
Listen,
in my
while
belly.
he goes back to this, we're going to take another break. And when we come back, again, we're going to continue talking to Graz about limo talk and about what we did there, because we did a marathon, and we also...
We had a lot of...
We
listen.
also
What is he got to go commercial?
We're going to take a quick...
Wait, hold on a minute. Bobby, give me 2 seconds. What we did there is we tried to establish a family.
Yes, and
We
did.
always wanted to open the doors, an open door.
Yes.
We weren't welcome at the beginning. Nobody would ever come in because they didn't want nobody to come in.
Right.
Until I had to start pulling people.
Yes.
Matt Alvalo,
Yes.
this young kid,
Yeah.
sitting in the hallway, nervous as hell.
Yeah.
I'm like, Matt, what do you think? It's my first time on stage. Come into my studio. Now the kid's huge in New York City. And then Michael Nicolia from the Man Production Studios.
Yes.
He was in the hallway, and I'm like, come on, pull him in.
We were pulling in
Yeah, we were
comics.
pulling in people.
It's Thursday night. It's still Thursday night.
Yeah, it's Thursday
and
nights.
we were pulling in comics while they were there. We were able to grab them. But listen, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to talk more about limo talk and about the 24-hour marathon we did.
How much more time do we have? I haven't cursed.
We got plenty of time. It's
I have
it's
27
a
more
world's record,
minutes?
people. He's not cursing.
My wife says...
Anthony has a potty mouth, and I said to him, "You better not curse on my show.
So-
Pretend you're at a job interview."
This effing plate.
I know. My friend says to me, "Tell him he's in front of his kids." I said, "He curses in front of me too." I said, "So what's the difference?"
Yeah, you curse in front of your kids all the
All right,
time.
I don't, but we'll be right back. Don't go away. Stay right there. So where do you want to go tonight?
Why don't we go to Coasters?
Oh, cool. I heard it's a great place. Let's check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Oh my God.
Coasters Tavern is located at 487 New Bridge Road in East Meadow. Their number's 516-557-2222.
How you doing? It's Sal the Voice Valentinetti. Why are you watching me? You should be watching Teresa Canastraci Tea Time with Teresa Canastraci Farrell. And make sure you follow Teresa on Facebook, Tea Time with Teresa Canastraci Farrell. We'll see you there.
I love the way you say my name. I love it.
No, wait.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Tea Time.
I just saw him at Nicolia's house. He just got engaged.
He got engaged over
He got
Christmas.
engaged.
I've
I
been-
like that.
I've been-
I like Sal the Voice.
I love him. He did Bat Boy with me, and I'm hoping to get him on the show again. He did the show over there.
He doesn't want to do your show anymore.
Yes, he does. And he did. He put a ring on it, and he got engaged. Thank you, Sal the Voice. I love you, and I'm hoping to get you on in 2022.
My cousin tells me, don't feel your hands. My Staten Island wife is going to get pissed. Harry Ballers, am I allowed to say that? Harry Ballers, I'm trying to figure out who has bigger breasts, Tea Time or Anthony
Oh,
Graz.
lovely. Me. Okay.
Joe Kayak's watching. Fran Gatto's watching.
Thank you, everyone,
Vinny
for
Barone,
watching.
my cousin. I got a couple
Please
people.
like the show. Please share it. I'm so excited that everyone's watching the show. We're actually going to be on this Saturday on Channel 20 at 11 a.m.
If I don't curse.
For people who live on Long Island who get Optimum, so far so good. So listen, so I want to talk about limo talk because, again, I was saying how, I love being on there and with you guys, and we just have a lot of fun. Bobby, let's throw up some pictures of limo talk.
Come on now, you got
yeah,
pictures
we're going to throw
too?
some pictures up, and you can tell
talking
everyone who they are.
Oh, all right.
You got...
That's Anthony Grazzi.
That's you when you were bartending. This is how you originally met Bobby Inns.
Yes.
He was bartending at Inns 41.
Yes.
And how old were you there?
Ins41.com. I got to be about 23, 20. Dude, I was at my best right there. I got more. Am I allowed to say?
Behind.
Behind. I got more
tush.
tush
Yeah.
in my life
got a
at
lot
that
of tush.
time. I had Bobby will make funny because if you see the front of my hair,
Yeah.
I was starting to thin out. So
Yeah.
back then you used to have the spray tan, the spray hair. So I would be behind there with the spray hair right there, the same as everything else. So about 2 o'clock in the morning when I would start getting a little crazy, the spray tan would start coming down my.
Oh my God,
like Giuliani, the spray tan would come down my sides.
Oh my
So they used to
God.
make fun of me, but you know what? That was
good old days.
one of my
Yeah,
favorite
it
times of
is,
all
it is.
time.
All right, try to find them.
That's
There
great.
they are. That's the
All
three
right,
of them.
That's Richard Zarelli on the left, called Bought Up Extraordinaire.
Yes.
He was trained by Michael O'Toole,
Yes.
who Michael O'Toole is the world to me.
Yeah.
Michael O'Toole built Govs, still runs Govs,
Yeah.
is the man. I'm in the middle,
Yeah.
looking a little husky. And the guy on the right is Bobby Inzarello, ins41.com.
We got another one of the three of them, too.
That guy right there is probably one of the most funniest
He
people
is.
I've ever met in my
Bobby is
life.
very, very
He does a
funny.
great Trump, a great Gilbert Gottfried,
Yes.
a great Rocky Balboa,
Yeah.
a great Ronnie Dangerfield. And you want to know something? That, my friend, is a hidden gem right
He
there.
is. He
Nobody
definitely is.
knows how good he really is
Yeah.
in comedy.
Yeah.
All right.
How about another one of the three of them? There you are.
Oh, that's nice. I
like that one.
You're blocked out Nicola and O'Toole.
I wanted the three of you because you really
That is
were the
limo.
original
That's
three.
it. That's
That
no.
is-
O'Toole, Michael O'Toole, Brian Melman.
They were like behind the scenes.
No.
I wanted to put who was in front of the camera. Those are the main three.
Yeah, I'm the
Main
puppeteer.
three.
He's the funny part.
Hey, there we are.
There we are. That's why I used to dress nice there too.
Yeah, he wore a button-down
I
shirt.
wore a button-down shirt.
Not for my show.
No, I wore a limo talk
I got a
shirt.
limo talk shirt.
All right, come on.
There you
I
go.
put a
Oh,
limo
he's got it,
talk.
he's got
Limo
it.
talk.
Limo
Right?
talk.
Grazzi.
Grazzi. Thank you, Bobby. So so limo talk has been you've been doing this. Who's watching? Harry. Yeah, Harry. Thank you.
Who,
But
Harry
limo,
Bowles?
limo talk has been going on. Like you said, you've been doing this 12 years.
Yeah.
You know this. You're not new at this. You've got a nice following, like you were saying.
We have a good following.
And people look forward to hearing what you guys are saying on a Thursday night.
Yep.
Now, what time does your show start?
8:50.
Here's the problem with you.
What?
Your show starts first 9:45. Then it's 9 o'clock.
No.
then it's
Whoa.
Do you have a-
We originally were at 8 o'clock.
What do you
And then
have-
we pissed off the hierarchy at the old
but
network.
do you have a set time at
You want to hear the story?
Yeah.
And then they moved us to 9:45, and I actually liked it, but my guys don't like it.
Okay.
So now we've
Yeah,
come.
because they get up
so now
early.
we've come back at 8:15. We go to 10 o'clock. We do an hour and 45-minute show, maybe an extra 5 minutes here and there. Give them a little treat.
Okay.
We do skits. We talk about current events.
Yes, you have now a format, which
Yeah.
is nice because
Yeah.
now you're not jumbling to
Yeah.
find something to talk about. It's
Yeah.
nice. Richie's in charge of that.
Yes.
And he
Well,
tells
no,
you.
I'm the one that puts together the entire thing.
But you say to him, "What's up next, Rich?"
Yeah, he gets everything. And then he puts music. Are we allowed to play music here? Can we put some music up or something like that?
No, it's all about you. This is a conversation we're having.
okay.
Okay, music is your show.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, let's talk about what we did there. We did a 24-hour marathon.
Yep.
Tell everyone about that. And I stayed for 22 out of the 24 hours. I think I was there the entire time.
What we ended up giving the money to. We were trying.
It was supposed to be boots on the ground.
and then we have Wounded Warriors.
Wounded Warriors. Yeah.
I don't think we would have done any as well. What we did was I broadcast with Bobby, Hector Louise,
Right.
Brian Melman, Richie Zarelli, Michael O'Toole, Pete and Steve, Teresa. We took all the shows
That were there.
at the time,
Yeah.
and we asked them to come on, and we tried to do 24 hours to raise money for Wounded Warriors.
Right.
And what had happened was at the beginning, I saw that we weren't going to do as well as we thought we were going to do. And then all of a sudden, Rich Rader swooped in, took the bucket of money, and went outside through the entire club of governors
Yeah.
and collected like $500.
Yeah, it was nice.
And then,
He was smart.
and then Rich Rader proceeded to take another $500 out of his pocket and hand it to me.
Yeah,
And because of Rich Rader, I met Jeff Bosey.
right.
I think that was correct. Bosey's going to get it wrong. Hey, you don't know what you're doing, Graz.
Well, you sound just like him.
Yeah, but
Sounds just like that.
But we got to be very close with a nice niche. That's my comedians that are coming to that show on April 7th.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick.
April 7th, we're doing a show at Murs Pub in Farmingdale, Route 109. It's a limo talk show. It's also going to be, I think, a max effort, our baseball team fundraiser a little bit.
Yes.
So we're probably going to sell around 80 tickets.
Mm-hmm.
And the headliners is Matt Alvaro and Bobby Inzarello.
Uh-huh.
Michael Nicolia is going to host it. Good Time Charlie Myers is going to be on.
Right.
Billy Geyer, Michael Zimmelman, Jeff Bosey,
Kristen Tinsley. Yeah.
Teresa Farrell.
Yeah.
And I know I'm missing people, and that's going to piss
That's
people.
okay. It's all
no,
right.
I don't want to do that.
We're gonna eventually make a flyer. We're gonna put up a flyer.
Yeah.
But it's April 7th, so that's something to look forward to.
We're going to do it actually February 3rd.
February.
We were going to have a little roast of my birthday.
Yes.
These guys want to. These guys want to.
February.
Yeah, February 4th. These guys want to roast me. Bobby wants to roast me. Nicolia wants to roast me.
Do that.
And actually, Richie goes, you want to roast you in Farmingdale? He goes, oh boy. He goes, that should be good. So, we're got 10 comedians. Tom DiDario might come from Pancakes and Syrup.
Yeah.
He knows about it.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to miss anybody. Billy Geyer, right? Mike Zimmerman, Bosey.
I don't think you left anyone out.
No,
I don't think
Nicolia,
so.
Aravallo, Inzi, you,
Yeah.
Kristen. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And then you got everyone together to play. I don't think
Softball.
baseball.
It was beeper softball.
Beeper, and we have to explain what beeper softball
Beeper
is.
softball is for the blind. We have a very close friend, Jim Hughes,
Yeah.
who works at Farmingdale. He's a teacher at Farmingdale High School. He also has a softball team, a blind softball team.
Yeah.
So I approached him and said, Jim, we want to play you guys, and maybe
It was an experience.
Yeah,
Let me tell you.
Richie Zarelli ended up getting a beautiful field. Rob Keane and Jim McLaughlin and guys, Chris Horowitz and those guys at Farmingdale Baseball, Joanne Vasquez, got us the field.
Right.
We had a beautiful field in Farmingdale over
our
at Howard.
We got our butts kicked.
Yeah, we got our butts kicked, but we had about 40 people.
We had a great time.
Yeah, Eli Velasquez was there, and
It was a fun time. We
Yeah.
just had a fun time. It was just nice experiencing something like
we
that.
played beeper saw. What it is you're blindfolded, and as you're batting, somebody pitches it, and you hear the beeper coming. You got to swing.
Right.
99% of the people don't hit it. The blind team hits it. The regular team with sight that are blindfolded have no idea.
Right.
I think Dan Romano went face first into the ground at one point. He swung so hard. But
Yeah.
we had a good time. We lost, but we raised a little money for the blind.
And that was the best part.
For blind softball for Jim Hughes and his team.
You're a huge baseball fan. You're a huge Met fan.
I'm a huge Met fan.
And who's your favorite player of all time?
Oh man, Tom Seaver. I like Tom Seaver, and Bobby liked Tom Seaver.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's
he named his
his
bar.
pick.
He named his bar after Tom Seaver. Ins 41.
Right.
His last name plus 41. I was a big David Wright fan.
Okay.
I'm actually a big Pete Alonso fan right now. I think Pete Alonso's representing the Mets very well.
Yeah.
And I think that the moves that they made, if they don't fight
You going
in
to?
this
Did you plan the other day of going? Where
July 9th.
July 9th.
July 9th, we're going to go.
Already got the
Keith
date.
Hernandez is getting his. Keith Hernandez, who is Bobby Inzarello, my co-host, is.
Yeah, he kinda-
They look alike.
Yeah, they do a little
They look
bit,
alike.
yeah.
Bobby looks like him. So they're retiring his jersey on July
Yes,
9th. So
and
me
Daryl.
O'Toole, me O'Toole, Zarelli, and Bobby are going to go.
Yeah, I'm friends with Daryl Strawberry, and he was just at an event where Keith was there. And
Dwight Gooden,
and
too,
a
you're
bunch
friends
of-
with, right?
Yeah, but Dwight wasn't there. It was Straw was there with Keith and a bunch of other people over the weekend, which was just nice to see,
Yeah. Charlie Myers says, for the record, we beat those blind kids. They never saw it. Oh, God.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man. But yeah, so it was nice to see Straw with everybody. But yeah, what is it, July 9th? July 9th?
July 9th. Mickey Delaney says I have man boobs. Thanks. These people call. What's the problem? What are you gonna do?
It is
All right,
what it
Mickey,
is.
you like my boobs? Christ. Bad enough I'm not cursing.
No, you can't curse. Can't curse. So tell me how you and Bobby Inns actually met, and then you ended up working.
I
with him.
bartended for him.
Yeah, but what did you do? Was there a
He
help
wanted
wanted?
me. He wanted
Was
me.
there a help wanted?
He's gonna
coming?
get pissed off when I tell. He wanted me to come there, and I was a prima donna.
But wait, I'm asking you a question. How did you originally meet?
I'm telling you that.
No, you're saying he wanted me to come there.
Bartending. He knew about me in the neighborhood.
Oh, that's
he wanted
how-
me to come bartend at his place.
Wow, you had that kind of rep. We heard about you
I
in
was
the
a diva.
neighborhood.
I was a diva.
I know.
I went to the hamburger joint up the block.
Right.
And I packed the place out. I packed it. We had.
It's like Tom Cruise in Cocktail,
we
right?
packed the place
You're
out.
like Tom Cruise
They
in
almost
Cocktail.
closed the hamburger joint one Friday night. We had music.
Really?
He walks in one night and he goes, "You think maybe you can come over to me?" And I said, "So you want me to come over?" I go, "Can I have these dates to work?" He goes, "Yep." I went over there and we packed that
And
place.
so, like the Pied Piper.
They followed. I had the whole neighborhood. We were friends with everybody there.
Yeah.
So they followed us.
Right.
So we went from there. They went to Inns 41, and we had a. We did so good that he hired all my friends because he knew I was gonna burn myself out. So he hired all the friends to have other nights to get because eventually I was gonna leave, and I did leave. I packed the place
But you
out.
were there how long? You were
I
there a
had
while.
5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah, that's a nice long
Oh, well,
time.
we had a good run. I had the Delphi, all the fraternities
Yeah.
coming to Delphi night on a Thursday night. We used to have the
College
kids.
night,
We
like
had college night
college
out
night.
the streets. So one night they actually had to close the street down because we had too many
Really?
people waiting. Oh yeah.
Wow. And it wasn't even a holiday.
We had a brawl there. We had a bachelor. My buddy Dean Miller.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send this to him because he's big into marketing and everything
Yeah.
else. Dean Miller was having his bachelor party there. We were having his bachelor party there. And the Guidos from up on Franklin Avenue had a private soccer club.
Yeah.
So it's about 8 of them walk in, and they don't like the music, and they start getting on Dean's case because he's the DJ.
Right.
So out of nowhere, one of them slaps Dean at the DJ booth because he
Yeah.
wasn't playing his music.
Right.
Well, he didn't know that the football team was all there for the bachelor party.
Yeah.
I did a swan dive from the bar onto about 15 people at one point.
Oh, no.
We closed Franklin Avenue because we kicked the crap. I almost said we kicked the crap out of them. They were laying in the street. Everybody else that beat the crap out of them.
Sounds like West Side Story.
Wait, we walked into the bar and we locked the front door and left them out in the street.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah.
Nobody got in trouble. They came in. They started the problem. We finished it.
Right.
I don't want to mention names. But
Well, we won't.
I won't mention names.
But-
all I can say.
but wow.
All I can say is, I saw one guy swing at one of my friends, and then I just
That's all it took.
all I seen was boom, 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 and whoo, face first, and I'm like, oh my god, we better get inside.
Wow.
Yeah, I did a swan dive, like Jimmy the Superfly Snooker, right on top of him. True story.
But it was nice. It was nice.
Oh,
It
that was the greatest time in the world.
Nice
Vinny
time.
Barone and his wife Elaine
Yeah.
used to come there and just have drinks. They'd
Nice
come in
times.
from Jersey or from Dallas or wherever they, North Carolina.
Oh, wow.
During the holidays, we'd go down to Inns, have a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
Bobby, if we have 11 minutes, Bobby should open up another bar.
Well, he
one
wants to.
One more time.
He
well, I
wants
want
to.
Michael Nicolia wants to.
Yeah.
Michael O'Toole.
Why don't we all open one up?
Or Michael O'Toole, who's involved in beer, wants
Yes,
to.
yes.
Steve Pominski, who's Michael O'Toole's partner on
Yeah.
the work, which I created for him, wants to.
Okay.
And Bobby wants to.
All right.
And I want to.
I say let's do it.
And I'll probably get 10,000 out of Vinny in Dallas because he's a millionaire and everything else.
That's good to know.
It's good to know.
And what would we call it?
Inns 42 or Inns 41 Part 2.
All right.
Inns
okay.
41 Part with two signs.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
it. Inns 41
All right.
Part 2.
Okay, that works.
I'm telling you.
And it would be where? Farmingdale?
I want to take over MERS. I want to take over MERS.
Oh, okay.
I've asked him already. I'm like, I want MERS.
Right.
80 to 100 people, right on the boulevard,
There you
location,
go.
everybody knows me.
All right.
Bobby's going to move out here eventually because
Yeah,
Farmingdale,
yeah.
he can't stand it. Every time we mention Farmingdale, it's another championship for the Green Dogs.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that too, because you're also involved in.
Not really anymore, but yes.
All right, well, you are. All right, listen, we're going to take my last break, and when we come back, we have more with Graz. Don't go away.
10 minutes till cursing.
So where do you want to go tonight? Why don't we go to Coasters?
Oh, cool. I heard it's a great place. Let's check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Oh my God.
Coasters Tavern is located at 487 New Bridge Road in East Meadow. Their number's 516-557-2222.
Doc, who's the best comedian you know?
Teresa Farrell.
And who's the best actress you know?
Teresa Farrell.
And who's the best cast member in Bat Boy?
Teresa Farrell.
Who's got the best radio?
Teresa Farrell.
Doc, who's your favorite guinea?
Teresa Farrell.
Who are you loving right now?
Teresa Farrell.
All right, Doc, I love you too, baby.
Love you as always.
Thank you.
See, I'll go get him. I'll go get him. I like him.
Hey.
Oh, forget about it. They all know it's tea time with Teresa. You're Teresa Farrell. I'm the fat guy with the man boobs who's got 7 minutes not to
All right,
curse.
listen,
And we're going to be on regular
It's
TV.
gonna be- listen,
Optimum,
this is
the
gonna-
Strong Island Television. I'm
Optimum.
taking over a show.
Listen.
Call in. What's the phone line? We'll have one caller. Come on, let's get a caller.
All I know is that, like, really?
Who cares? Come on, after 155 guests you had.
I'm so excited that Graz is here, the freaking prima donna here, the only person who ever put his feet up while he's here, but he's got to, he's got to be.
Gotta be different.
Got to be different. Okay, so listen, I want to thank Doc for that.
He doesn't even know who you are.
Yes, he
was like,
does.
he's probably, Doc, I'm only joking, but he was probably on a 9-day bender.
No.
You guys know
That
that was.
Excuse me, that
What?
was Doc and I in Florida together.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Doc
yeah.
and I were in Florida.
This is Teresa
together.
Farrell,
It was ba-
my
it was-
favorite comedian. You're like, here, I'm going to write this down. Say this verbatim.
It was Bat Boy. We did a show down there, and he
Oh,
does Q&A
please.
for all the shows, and it was great.
Oh, please. 7 minutes.
This is what happens when I do limo talk too. All
Yeah,
we
we-
do is laugh.
We laugh, we have a good time.
It's a great show.
Put the
Tell
music, put the
everybody-
music up.
tell-
Put the music up, Bobby.
Tell everybody when they can watch Limo Talk.
Limo Talk. It's all right.
Come on, let's get
We're on
serious.
YouTube now, so
right,
go to
tell them.
YouTube. I would love for people to subscribe, like my cousin and Harry Ballers and Greg DiFilippo and Charlie Myers and Joe Kayak and Fran Gatto and all my regulars.
But if they're not there, where can they watch
Subscribe, Limo Talk,
Right.
LIMO space Talk, Limo
Right.
Talk, one word,
If not,
2 words. Sorry.
it's,
So GothamGoldGraz.com and Ins41.com. There's a little icon on the top. It says it's 3 clicks.
Like a link.
Podcast section. Go to the bottom. There's a square thing that looks like it says archives. Press the archives. Find the show that you want to. Click on there. Listen to us. We have all 160 shows that we broadcast in the last 7 years.
Yeah.
Up there. We have one
Nice.
show from WGBB
Nice.
and 160 shows
Yeah.
from Govs and on our own.
And
We're on our own
and
now.
for those who want to watch it live, they can watch it live on.
They can watch it live on-
Facebook. Actually, go to his and like. They should like your Facebook.
Yeah, we
page
have a
too.
Facebook group page. It's GothamGoldGraz.com.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah.
One's pretty private. One's open.
Right.
We broadcast out of there every Thursday. We started from there.
Right.
You can go to my personal page, Anthony Graziadei, Graziaadei.
Yeah.
Most people listen to the show on a replay.
Right.
Um,
right.
And I try to pick snippets out
Yeah.
and put them up there. We've got like 25 of the best things that we've done
Yeah.
up until about a year ago up on the YouTube page. And
Right.
this show that we just did we messed up, and I put it on my private page, which
Yeah.
I wasn't able.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to share anywhere.
I called in on Thursday.
I wasn't able to share anyway.
Right,
But we're doing
right.
okay on that site.
That's
And we
good.
just posted it on the YouTube site,
That's great.
Limo Talk.
Yeah. Hi, Charlie Myers is watching. Elaine.
I love that guy.
Thank you, everybody. Kevin. Thank you, everyone, for watching the show. Please like it. Please share it. And if you live on Long Island and you're an Optimum customer, you could actually watch the show every Saturday at 11 a.m. on Channel 20. And I'm so proud of Potty.
4 minutes and 40
I'm so
seconds.
proud
Potty mouth's
of
right here.
Potty Mouth here because they curse a lot on his show. It's definitely a rated R.
It's a rated R. It's not rated X.
PG-13.
It's
No, PG-13.
We say the F word a lot.
Yeah, but
I noticed that the other day. I was listening to the show, and I noticed that
I'm like, you're a limo driver. You're not a truck driver.
I've noticed I'm using the F word a lot.
You
And
do.
that's
You
not
do.
proper.
No, it's not.
It's,
You should-
shut up.
But he's doing a good job. I'm so proud of you.
No, it's not. Shut up.
There's no need to curse.
We
Look at
like
this.
it.
We went through all these minutes without you cursing.
Yeah, but
I think this is a record. This is a record for you.
Could be.
I know it is.
Could be.
So who are you having on this Thursday?
I think I asked Benny Rizzuti to come on. You know Benny Rizzuti?
Is he coming in person?
No.
Better not.
Nobody's coming in person. It's COVID. It's just the three of us. He's going to call in.
All right, we're keeping it safe.
Yeah, what I noticed about
I could show you my
Here's
card. I can show you my
this.
vaccination
What I noticed
card.
about Strong Island radio and television is there's a regurgitation of the same characters on everybody's show.
What are you talking
Dan's got
about?
this one. You've got the same. Everybody's got the same guests.
I don't have the same
Oh,
guests.
come on. Let's
Hello?
strike it up a
What
little
show have
bit.
you been on?
I haven't.
Thank you. Proves my point.
Well, he would ask me.
I know he will.
And
And he will.
No, he might hit me
So
tonight.
listen, let's just reiterate. Limo Talk every Thursday night at 8:15.
Yes.
So you can go to their site on Facebook. You can look at it on YouTube. There's always a replay. There's Bobby's page in
Ins41.com.
41.com.
GothamGoGraz.com.
Right.
Little icon in the corner.
Yeah.
Comedy podcast.
So you can check out their show. It's very entertaining. It's very funny.
Thank you.
They have call-ins. I called in this past Thursday,
Thank you.
and it is. It's a good show. It's
All we
very-
want to do is we try to make people laugh.
Well, that's the whole
and
thing.
Bobby picks on me because
Bobby-
I'm spastic. I'm the puppeteer. I'm the puppeteer.
Speaking about Papatia, tell them really quick about your mascot.
Oh, Scrubs.
Yeah.
We did.
He looks like a character from
A Muppet. He's a Muppet. He's a Muppet. Scrubs is our Muppet, and I used Scrubs for my first and only comedy that I was on stage to do comedy.
Yeah.
And the only way I was able to do it is if the Scrubs was there and I was talking regular without doing like a voice for
Right.
Scrubs. So it was a total.
Bust?
I was a bust.
Yeah.
I was a
Yeah.
bust. I'm not.
Didn't someone kidnap Scrubs? At one point, we didn't know where he was.
Yeah, for about a year. I found him. He was in the locker at the old network.
Wow.
So we finally
Well,
got him.
I'm glad-
Michael O'Toole saved
I'm
Scrubs.
glad Scrubs is
So
back.
after all this, we go back, and the whole highlight of the show is my puppet Scrubs, and your cold hands, and then we have the same size boobs, according to Mickey Delaney.
All right, listen, we have another minute left.
One more minute.
I just want to thank everyone for joining me.
Thank you.
Graz is a really good friend of mine, and he is a podcast host. He is a producer. He's an entrepreneur. He has done a lot of things. You've done a lot of things over the years, and he's still going. He's still going. He's still
We
going.
got one more run. We got one more run. I got one more run.
You're still going.
I got
You're
one more
still
run. Listen, if you can hang out with us on
Thursday night.
April 7th.
April 7th, just on April 7th.
We're
April
gonna have a
7th.
good time.
Yeah.
It's at MERS. We're gonna have about 10 comedians. We're selling tickets.
Yeah.
A lot of the green dogs are gonna be taking care of things.
Green Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Green Dogs. We Farmingdale Green Dogs.
Yeah.
23 championships.
Yeah.
I just mentioned them.
I'm going to share this on the Farmingdale website.
I hope they'll
so-
probably kick you off.
You
they
think so?
don't like us.
All right. Well, they like me. All right. So listen, I just want to thank everyone for watching. I want to thank Graz for coming in and
you.
not cursing the whole show.
43
And listen,
seconds.
I want everyone, when the show is over, when you watch this on Saturday on Optimum, when the show is over and you think it's over, it's not over, stay tuned because you'll see my interview with Michael Madsen at SopranoCon. And it's a really quick, cute, funny interview. I want to thank you so much for doing this for me. Oh, he's going to look. See?
Love you.
He's so sweet. I love you.
After 155 episodes, I did something different. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Limo Talk, it's Teresa Farrell. Tea Time with Teresa. Strong Island Television.
Yes.
Strong Island Radio.
Everyone, have
Optimum.
a great week, and I'll see you next week, everybody. Ciao.
Ciao. Optimum. Saturday, 11 o'clock.
Channel 20.
Ciao. Limo Talk with Graz.